Hi boys and girls, today for skills, unit 5, we will be doing lesson 18. Okay, and in this lesson we will be planning a narrative. Okay, there we go. So planning a narrative. Let's go to our primary focus slide. These are our goals for this lesson. You will be identifying verbs and sentences and indicating whether the verbs are in the present or past tense. You will be brainstorming alternative endings to the story Fire, and you will read The King's Birthday and write a summary of the characters and key events. Let's go ahead and go to our first slide. This is a review of past tense and present tense verbs. So the first one that I would like us to look at is past tense. That means the event had already happened. For example, I looked at bugs in the park. Looked is the verb, and that is past tense. Notice the ed on the end of looked. Next is present tense. That is when the event is happening now. For example, I am looking for bugs in the park. Okay, happening now, in the moment. So if I said to you, I am completing my homework, do you think that that is past or present tense? Remember, you're going to want to figure out what the verb is first, okay? And then is that present or past tense? I am completing my homework. If you said completing is the verb, you are correct. Now, is that present tense or past tense? If you said present tense, you are correct. Give yourselves a pat on the back. I completed my homework. What is the verb in that sentence? If you said completed, you are correct. Now, is that past tense or present tense? If you said past tense, you are correct. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, past tense verbs tend to have that ed on the end, so keep that in mind. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to our next slide. Now we're going to discuss different endings for stories. You're going to be looking at 18.1, okay, and this is only part of the story Fire. So you're going to read through that and decide, how did the story Fire end after this? Okay, you're going to want to brainstorm your what-if questions. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. You can actually pause this video and complete that now, or you can go ahead and do it at the end of the video. It's up to you. Okay, so reading The King's Birthday, that is our new story. Go ahead and make your prediction. What do you think this story is going to be about based on that picture? Okay, and now let's go ahead and go on to our vocabulary words that you are going to read. The first one is feast. That is a large meal served for many guests. For example, there was a large feast in the king's honor. Next word is jousting. That's a competition between two knights on horseback who try to knock each other off their horses with their lances. For example, on a field trip, we saw a reenactment of jousting. Not really, that's just an example. It would be pretty cool though. Okay, next word or words is sire and majesty. That is a respectful title used when speaking to kings in medieval times. For example, sire, I wish you a very happy birthday. Majesty, I hope you have a wonderful day. Next word is boasted. That means bragged. So she boasted that she could beat anyone at kickball. And a saying that you are going to read is file out. That means leave a place as a group. For example, we file out of the school building during a fire drill. Okay, now that we have our vocabulary words down, let's go to preview of spelling. So here we have that funny looking upside down E. Does anybody remember what he's called? Schwa. Right, that schwa sound. And that means a letter is being super lazy and making the sound. Okay, in this case, it is A. We have thousand, amazed, royal, and Ivan. Okay, we hear that A making the sound. Let's go on to the next column. We have the sound with OU. Okay, nervous. So OU is working together and they're making that sound. Next, we have the ol sound spelled L-E. Candles. Next column, we have the sound spelled with an O. Months, coming, and wonderful. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and go on to the next slide. This brings me to our activity page, 18.3, sorry. The King's birthday. Briefly explain what King Alfred had planned for his birthday party. So you're going to think back to what he had planned. He must have had some big plans. You're going to write 3 sentences, 3 complete sentences telling me what he had planned. Okay, and on the bottom, you're going to draw lines showing who said what. Okay, so you're going to look at the phrase here on the left. Winning will be our birthday gift to you, sire. And you're going to think back, who said that? You're going to draw a line to the name of whoever said that. You might have to go back in your story and check. Okay, and I believe that is it for skills today. Okay, don't forget to study your spelling words. I hope everybody has a nice day.